This is Vince Miller. Thanks so much for joining me for this devotional. We're just navigating through the book of Proverbs. Today we land on Proverbs 13, verse 7. It reads, "One pretends to be rich, yet has nothing, nada, not a thing. Another pretends to be poor, yet has great wealth," literally everything, right? So we are, I believe, surrounded by people who pretend today, aren't we? Actually, there's no short supply of men who pretend. They pretend on social platforms. They pretend in their careers. You probably know some of these people. And remarkably, people even pretend at church. I don't know why we do this, but we do. And all this pretending has an impact. The impact is actually on the person they are. Slowly, a man who does this gets lost in the person that they actually present themselves to be rather than who they actually are. And if they continue the shell game long enough, they will be forced by their own design to keep up the appearances at a great expense, right? This is why I think men spend endless amounts of time on careers and on clothes and on cars and on cravings and on cabins and anything that starts with C. Meanwhile, on the inside, this man is desperately empty, it says here. They are a shallow representation of a man that they actually don't like. Thus, they look at themselves in the mirror each day with a sense of like exhaustion and emptiness, just trying to pursue the next fad to help them to hold up this edifice that they've built. Now, on the other hand, there's a rich man in this text, and we're told that he has great wealth, right? And yes, he pretends as well. But beneath it all, he's actually a lot more, not less, like the poor man who pretends to be rich. This guy, he's actually rich, meaning he's complete and he's satisfied. And I don't think that Solomon intends for us to understand his pretending as evidence that he's trying to fake it, but instead what he's doing is not making a show of what he's done in some shallow attempt to bring attention to who he is. So fellas, the aspirational goal here is to be the second man, not the first. Right? And the way that you do this is really twofold. First, you got to get honest with yourself about who you are. And second, you got to start confessing the man you really are to other people. And with this, you're going to discover amazing riches. For the man you are will be richer. The man you really are. Don't you love that? Isn't that a great verse? Well, guys, if you've been blessed by this today, share it with someone you know. And with that, as a reminder, join me back here tomorrow. We'll see you then.